Hey everyone, it's Matt with Redline Studios in New York, here with another Why Wednesday. Why Wednesdays are simply looking to explore why we do certain things in pre-production, production, and in post, to better understand the process of film and television for people who might just be starting out. The film and television industry is definitely unique and sometimes puzzling, and can even be confusing at times, leaving many to scratch their heads and ask, why do they do that? So we're looking to answer those questions in our Wednesday Why segment. Today, we're asking flat rates. Why crew members should think twice about accepting a flat rate. I want to start from my perspective as an editor. Over decades, I have seen countless posts offering flat rates, and I've been offered flat rate editing jobs more times than I can count. Almost every time, I have said no, and here's why. Flat rates often favor the client and never the employee. As an editor, the most frustrating clients I have are those that are indecisive. Some clients think their indecision is collaboration, but it's not. It's a waste of my time. This especially is found on independent projects. Filmmakers want you to share in their dream. But here's the thing, dreams can be nightmares too. A filmmaker's passion project doesn't automatically make it your passion project. Treat this as a profession, not as a hobby. You can absolutely love what you do, but don't be blind to the fact that editing, camera work, or production in general is a skilled trade, and you should be compensated accordingly. Flat rates often mean hidden overtime and endless revisions. I can't tell you how many times a week-long editing project turned into multiple weeks, then months, and even years. And if you can imagine doing that under a flat rate, you could see where this starts to get sketchy. I remember working on a few shows where producers had absolutely no vision. They would often want a country western version, a hip hop version, a pop version, an instrumental version, an experimental version, a sci-fi version. It's almost like they don't know what genre and space they want to be within, and instead of making a bad decision, they make no decision, which is actually worse. You get stuck in this cycle of infinite edits, and it seems like it'll never end, and many times it doesn't. And ironically, when it does end, guess what you end up doing? You end up going back to edit version 1, and really the other 99 versions that they made you cut was just fuck around time. Flat rates usually don't define when a project ends, and many times it falls under, well, when is the client satisfied? And sometimes that can take forever. Charging hourly, on the other hand, protects you. It forces the client to have their shit together and prevents wasted time. In an industry filled with dysfunction, you cannot let clients dictate endless hours of work without boundaries. You need to define your terms upfront. Even if someone offers you a day rate, make sure that you clarify, well, what constitutes a day? Is it 8 hours? Is it 10 hours? Is it more? Is overtime included in this, or is it extra? Fatigue is real, and I have foolishly edited 10+ hour days, and by the 9th or 10th hour, the quality absolutely starts to drop even with the best of the best. Mistakes happen, files get corrupted, and productivity tanks. 8's quality hours of editing time is always going to beat out 10 mediocre hours where everyone just becomes exhausted. This applies to all crew positions, in my opinion. Production, camera, grip, lighting. Undefined flat rates or day rates can be hazardous to your health and affect your output. Remember, negotiations don't need to be rigid. You don't have to be a rate Nazi. There's room for fairness and compromise, especially with new clients. For example, I once underestimated the amount of time I needed to edit a project based on an early assessment from what I thought the project was going to be. At the end of the day, I needed more time than I initially quoted, so I gave a huge discounted rate on the additional hours. Why? Because first and foremost, I came to love the project. It was a great creative collaboration between me and the director. The key is this: know why the project needs more time. Is it because the client is disorganized and dysfunctional, or is it genuinely a creative challenge that deserves more time to let it shine? Negotiate when appropriate, but never set yourself up for failure from the start. Flat rates, they usually favor the client and not you. Undefined terms leads to endless work, fatigue, and mistakes. Protect yourself with clear boundaries hours, revisions, and scope of work. Hourly and clearly defined day rates keeps the work professional and fair. Negotiation is absolutely fine. Just know your limits, know your value, and know your boundaries. Treat your craft as a profession, not as a favor, and don't let the allure of the dream project compromise your livelihood or well-being. Flat rates are rarely worth it, and as a crew member, you should almost always say no. I hope you enjoyed this Why Wednesday moment. Please remember to like, share, and follow us on social media or visit our company site at www.redlinestudios.net for any and all production and post-production needs here in New York.